Home courtyard, she had photos of her son, daughter-in-law, and husband nearby. She strokes the pictures, and tears well up in her eyes. Radha was an elderly woman from that village, whose family had been in an accident some time ago. Death had occurred. After some time, Radha was cooking by the pond's edge when a villager, Ramlal, approached and glared at her. Radha, you cannot take the pond's water. You are inauspicious. You consumed your daughter-in-law, son, and husband, and now. Do you want to ruin the village with your shadow, Ramlal? My family died in an accident. What is my fault? I am also from this village. I also have the right to take water. I will not let you stop me from the pond. I will not let you fill it. If this is the case, I will complain to the landlord. Radha, in anger, leaves her work and goes towards the landlord's mansion. Landlord Saheb, in your village, prevents me from taking water from the pond. This is what injustice is being done. The villagers say what I tell them to say, and I also believe that you are wicked. Therefore, you are not allowed to touch the pond water. But my house, the water has stopped. I don't care. Get out before I throw you out with my servants. Go yourself. Tears well up in Radha's eyes. She silently goes out from there. Radha vilashes. The door of her house is knocking, but no one is helping her. Radha, forgive us, we cannot go against the landlord. If we gave you water, the landlord would evict us from the village. Radha, disappointed, went out of the village. At that time, a sadhu with long matted hair arrives there. In his hand was a kamandal containing water. Mother, why are you crying? Radha, in her trembling voice, tells the sadhu the whole incident. How selfish man has become. I do not know what the value of water is. The sadhu closes his eyes and murmurs mantras for a while. Then he looks towards Radha. Mother, you go to your house. I will come to your house at night. Radha slowly. The house moves towards music. Her eyes go towards a closed room, from where a faint light is coming from. Where is this light coming from? She slowly moves towards the door of the room, then she feels that there is something lying under the feet. She looks down and is startled. Sand! How did this sand get here? She nervously opens the door, and as soon as the door opens, her eyes widen in surprise. There is no floor inside the room. There was no wall there. There was a vast desert. Sand stretched far and wide. How could this be? The door of the desert opened inside my house. Am I dreaming? She slowly took steps. It is only when there is light that the sadhu appears in the middle of the light. Sadhu Baba, what has happened? My house has turned into a desert. I was already dying of thirst, and you have made it even more difficult. Don't worry, mother. Come with me. The sadhu slowly advances into the desert. Radha hesitantly follows behind him. Far and wide, only sand is visible. After walking a long way, they reach a vast pond. Such a beautiful pond. Is this really true? Go, mother. Quench your thirst. Radha quickly sits by the pond and starts drinking water. Holy man, you quenched my thirst. This water is like nectar. Mother, from today this pond is yours. Now this. You are the mistress of the well. After some time, the people of your village will come to you themselves. At that time, explain to them the true value of water. The sadhu slowly disappears into the light. The next morning, the villagers fill water from the pond. They come, but they are surprised to see that the pond was completely dry. Oh, what happened? Where did our pond go? The water has completely dried up. Now what will we do? The villagers gather together and reach the landlord. There is no water in the house since morning. My children and wife are thirsty. What is happening after all? It becomes difficult to live in a village where there is no water. We have to do something. Otherwise, we will have to leave this village. It will. But all our property, our fields, barns, everything is here, isn't it? Then an old woman comes out of the house. I heard that a holy man lives some distance away. How do we go to him? Maybe he can help us. Gee. The villagers and the landlord look at each other. The villagers and the landlord go to a sadhu. Maharaj, the water in our village has suddenly dried up. Save us. You will find your water in the desert. The villagers are shocked. They start whispering among themselves. What are they saying? Maharaj, where will water be found in the desert? Maharaj, please tell us clearly. A thirsty person's curse has fallen on your village, no matter where you are in the world. Go to the corner. There is no water in your destiny. Whenever you try to touch the water, it will turn into something else. But we need water, Maharaj. How will we live without water? No need to go far. There is no Radha, an old woman, living in your village. Go and meet her. The villagers and the landlord look at each other in surprise. They all reach Radha's house, but the door is locked. The landlord, he looks here and there, and peeks through a window. A room is shining inside. What is this? Why is the light coming from this room? The villagers open the door of the room, but as soon as they step inside, they find themselves in a desert. In the garden, a large pond is seen in front. Radha is sitting by the pond. I understand this pond is from our village. Radha, you have done magic. When I was thirsty, someone helped me. Not that now, when you all are thirsty, what is happening to you? But as soon as the landlord touches the water, his hands get burnt. What happened, Radha? At least let my villagers drink water. Otherwise, everyone will die of thirst. Now it is known what happens when someone suffers from thirst. The villagers are ashamed. They fold their hands and beg Radha for forgiveness. Then, with colorful lights, a sadhu appears. This is all I. It was done so that you would realize that no person is heartless. Radha's family left her. So what was her fault? But you did injustice to her. We made a very big mistake, Maharaj. To correct the mistake, there is only one way, returned Radha her respect. The villagers returned to the village with Radha. As soon as they return to the village, the pond reappears. From now on, you are like our mother, Radha. We will take complete care of you. Villagers also support. Radha's eyes fill with tears of joy.